Welcome to today's video where I'm taking you on a tour of 3 of my favorite leafy spaces in our home. I'm gonna share with you the plants that give life to our living room, our bedroom, and even our balcony. Each space has its own vibe and its unique plants that I'm really excited to share with you. So if you're looking for some plant inspiration or just love seeing how plants can transform a space, you're in the right spot. Hi plant lovers, welcome back to my green leafy space. If you're new here, my name is Alina. Thank you so much for being here. So today I decided to do a really fun video of just walking through some of the leafy spaces in our home. I did show you before this green wall behind me and the bedroom space, but today is going to be the first time taking you on a tour of our balcony plants, so I'm really excited about that. Of course, each space has its own unique plants because, well, the light conditions indoors and outdoors are pretty different. So I think I'm gonna start the plant tour from our bedroom since it's a really sunny hour in there right now. Then we're gonna go to the balcony that is also full of sunlight right now, and then we're gonna come back to this green wall behind me that I know I showed you before, but I always make some changes, and I'm really excited to talk a little about some of the plants in each space. So let's start the plant tour. So as I said, we're gonna start the plant tour in our bedroom, which is truly like my happy place. The mornings here are so magical since we have 2 windows here. One is an east-facing window and the second one is like partially south-facing window. So we have like the sun inside for the whole morning, and I really love like hanging here, drinking some coffee, doing some plant journaling, and I really love filming content in this beautiful space. So we moved here about 3.5 years ago, and I did move here with about, I believe, like 100 plants that I've already had. I instantly started like looking for spaces that have the most natural light in this house, and this space is definitely one of them. Since there's a big east-facing window here, there's a lot of bright indirect light for the whole day. This space gets some direct sunlight, and of course the plants that are on this table closer to the window get a lot of bright indirect light, but also some gentle sunlight in the morning. I have a lot of sun reflectors here, like crystals and disco ball, that make this space look really magical. I have some of them that I DIY'd and that I really enjoy. So let's talk about some of my favorite plants in this space. So I believe that pothos is a must in every plant space that has some bright indirect light. I know if you're gonna read a little about pothos online, it's gonna say that it can be a low light plant, but I really disagree. I believe that pothos needs bright indirect light, and this one has been really thriving in this area. It just started with a few short vines. Recently I took a cutting from this vine, and I can already see that it's pushing new growth here, so it's really exciting. I really believe that every plant shelfie needs a plant that is trailing. So here I have the pothos, and I have this Tradescantia that I have been growing here for a while. Recently I've added some cuttings here to the pot, to the soil, to make it look fuller, so I really enjoy this plant also. It usually likes, I believe, more like sunny spots, but here it has been pretty happy and didn't lose its beautiful purple color, so I guess it's happy, and I really enjoy the touch of the purple in here. I have this cute ZZ Raven cutting that I have been really enjoying. I also have here a few Glowriums. I have this one, the first diamond, and I have this beautiful one that I believe is a white stem that you guys helped me identify. I wasn't sure about the variety that is growing a new beautiful leaf right now, which makes me really happy. I have my cute Syngonium, which I thought was a Syngonium mojito, but again you helped me identify it, so I guess it's an albo, although I really loved calling it a mojito. That is also has been pretty happy here, has been getting some direct gentle morning sunlight, and also has this cute little leaf coming. So exciting. I really love this plant. I love showing this plant to you. Here I have my cute spider plant that I've got not long ago that has all this cute little new growth. I just love this plant so much. I definitely need to repot it soon, because check out the crazy roots that are coming out. I don't really have a different cover pot for it, so I decided to give it some more time in this nursery pot, but it looks pretty happy, and I think it's a pretty easy plant to care for. I love taking those cute little babies from him, and yeah, so fun. I believe the spider plant needs bright indirect light also. Like the pothos, I'm pretty sure you can find online that it's low light plant, but I again disagree. I think you should always give your plants at least bright indirect light, except from like ZZ plant or Sansevieria that can live in lower light conditions. But most of the plants, the house plants that I know, will enjoy bright indirect light. Moving on to this beautiful Hoya. Her story is kind of sad but also inspiring. So this is a cutting from a much bigger plant that I've had. I don't have it anymore, unfortunately. I just threw it away a few days ago. So the bigger plant was so beautiful, was blooming, had the most beautiful pinkish leaves, and at some point it got mealybugs. And every time I have a bug infestation on some plant that I can take a cutting from, that's the first thing I do. I take a cutting, I move it to water, and I clean it every few days. I shower it and I clean it with some alcohol if it's mealybugs. So that's exactly what I did here. This is the cutting I took. I've had it in water for, I believe, like 8 months. After a few months, I've noticed that there weren't any mealybugs, but I still gave it more time to be in water and to be clean. And then a few months ago, I finally potted into soil and made this cute macrame hanger for this beautiful cutting, and decided to put it here next to an east-facing window, and it has been so happy since. It has grown some really beautiful pinkish leaves, and that makes me so happy because unfortunately I had to get rid of the mother plant, and I was really sad about it, but you know what, sometimes you just can win. If you don't really want to use like harsh chemicals on your plants, the truth is you're not always gonna win those bugs battles, but I'm really happy that when I just discovered the infestation, I'm really happy that I took this cutting, so I don't have the mother plant anymore, but I do have this beautiful cutting, and that makes me really happy that I did save at least a part of a plant that I really, really love. So that's something I really recommend you doing. If you found some really bad infestation on a plant you love, and it's a plant that you can take a cutting from, then definitely go for it. Just move it to water, clean it every few days, and it's gonna be much easier to get rid of bugs when the plant is in water, because you can wash it without overwatering a plant in soil. So that's something that I really recommend you doing if you really love that plant that has an infestation. Okay, moving on to this leafy space. This is a table that I DIY'd more than 4 years ago. It used to be a changing station for my boy. I built it when I was pregnant, like 8 months pregnant. And he's 4 years old right now, so of course he doesn't need it anymore. So at some point I moved it here. And this is like a space that I have some plants that will enjoy some morning sunlight. I have some really cute cuttings here. So I think I'm gonna start from this beautiful Monstera cutting that I have been growing in water for about a year. He just recently pushed this beautiful new leaf. As you can see, the color is a little bit different from the older leaves, so it's always so exciting to see it push out new leaves since it's growing in water. In the last year it grew 4 new leaves, which I believe is really great for a cutting in water. I also have a few smaller cuttings here. This one, the Moonshine Sansevieria, I took about a month ago in one of my videos. I kind of see something new going on here, but I don't really see new roots. This is the cutting I took from the pothos, the golden pothos I showed you before. So there are some really cute new roots and some new growth. There is this beautiful leaf, and this one here and over here, and some growth here. Pothos are really amazing plants to propagate. I also have this small pothos that was just a stick, and I decided to leave it. I haven't changed the water here in months, and it still looks pretty happy. I have my Calathea makoyana that I have been growing in water, just because in soil it wasn't happy and was getting brown leaves constantly, but she's still not that happy in water, although she has been pushing a lot of new leaves, but some of them get brown leaves like in no time, but there are some really beautiful ones. I just need to cut the ugly leaves off. As you can see, there are some really beautiful ones, and there's a lot of new growth. I hope you can see it. Still not sure this is the right thing for her, but I believe in soil she wouldn't be happy also. Here I have a Hoya carya. It was a cutting that I took from my big Hoya that lives on the balcony, and it already started growing some new beautiful leaves, so that's really exciting. And here I have my beautiful Ring of Fire that just, it's also a philodendron. They just grew this beautiful pinkish, I don't know, pinkish or orange leaf that is so beautiful to me. And I have been really enjoying this plant. As when I show you this plant, I always tell you that for me, getting along with philodendrons was kind of a journey, but this one I really enjoyed from the first day I've got it. It looks like there's another leaf. Yeah, another leaf is coming. So this plant really enjoys some direct sunlight. If you have a space with some morning sunlight or some evening sunlight that is not the harsh sun of the afternoon, I believe all the plants I have here really enjoy some direct sunlight. And here I have my Hoya compacta that I have been growing for years. I can't wait to see her bloom. This year it has bloomed for me for a few years, and I can wait to see her blooms again. It's kind of the scent of her blooms are just a little too much since it's our bedroom. We feel like it's too much. It's like too sweet to handle when we sleep. So every time she blooms, I take her out to the balcony and then I bring her back here. I have a few cuttings from this beautiful Hoya and I really, really love it. Here I have a cute ZZ plant in a pretty dark corner because ZZ plants can handle lower light conditions. It has some new growth here. And ZZs are plants that I really, really love and enjoy. The new growth is so beautiful on the ZZ plants. It comes out like as a new stem with the leaves, and then gradually it unravels and it looks so, so beautiful. So I really have been enjoying this plant, and I really love that I can put a plant in a pretty dark corner and it's still gonna be happy and thriving. So ZZs are so amazing. So I think I'm pretty much done with the bedroom space. I'm gonna move on to the balcony. So see you there. Okay guys, moving on to the balcony. So this is an east-facing balcony. It has a few spaces that don't get any direct sunlight, like this area, and there are some spaces that get some like morning sunlight, and the space over there gets some sunlight until I believe like 12 p.m. So of course the plants in every area are unique to the light conditions they get. So I'm gonna talk more about all the plants in every area. I just wanted to say that most of the furniture on the balcony are my DIY that I did at some point. So except from the chairs that are all the IKEA chairs, this potting station and two of the shelves I have here, the table, and more furniture on that side of the balcony, that was all my work. I really enjoy building furniture. I really enjoy working with wood, and I really love that I can make something that is like exactly my aesthetic. And I really love that I can make it the size that I like. So I really enjoy this sunny space. It's especially really fun to hang here in the springtime and the autumn, since the summers here are so hot. So in this corner there is no direct sunlight. So here I have mostly plants that enjoy bright and direct light for most of the day, but don't really like any direct sunlight. So from the bigger plants I have in this area is this beautiful Hoya carrii that I have been growing for years, that has been pretty happy here. I'm kind of waiting for her to start pushing new leaves again, and she has been blooming every summer, so I am waiting for some new beautiful blooms. I did take a cutting of one leaf, and it's kind of hasn't been really growing, but I really enjoy the look of it. I have some succulents here. I have a Tradescantia that has been really happy here. Some really cute cuttings here and some plants that I'm starting over with. I have this cute string of hearts cutting that has been really happy here. I've had one string of hearts with mealybugs, and I decided to start over with only the rhizomes. I took them out of the soil and decided to start over, and look how cute it looks. It has all these new roots and this new growth. It was without any vines at all. Looks so beautiful. You know what? I think I'm gonna take you here and give you a closer look of all the cute plants I have here. Okay, so this is a closer look of this space. So as you can see, I have some really small cute plants that I'm kind of starting over with. This is a spider plant that I have lost, and this is all of that I have left from it, so I try to like start over with it. This is the same string of hearts as this. One of the rhizomes I decided to put to water, and the other is in soil. Check out all this beautiful growth. I love it so much. A heartleaf philodendron, some cute bear paw succulent I decided to propagate. Oh, I have this cute pink pot with my Hoya compacta and some more cute cuttings. I have some cute succulents here. Yeah, this is the space. I have some string of pearls. This is the space that doesn't get any direct sunlight. Here on the other side I have my fiddly fig that I've recently took a cutting from. I'm gonna show you the cutting that also has been pretty happy. I did film a video I believe last week of spring preparations with big plants, so I repotted this beautiful fiddly fig and I took a big cutting from my Dieffenbachia you can see over there that has no news in meantime, no new roots. Here I have more plants. This is the cutting I took from the fiddly fig next to his mama, bathing in some sunshine. I have some more succulents here, and I've had here my begonia maculata, but I feel like it needs maybe less sun right now, because when I put her here it wasn't so sunny in this space a few months ago, so I believe I need to move it because the sun is, I believe, starting to be too much for her. As you can see, she's starting to get some yellow leaves. Okay, moving on to this area that I have been kind of neglecting lately, but as you can see, this is I believe this is the first shelfie of this kind that I have ever built for the balcony with the bar. So I have some really cute succulents here. I have the string of pearls, some more cute succulents. I have the boros tail that started to bloom last week. So beautiful. I have here, I'm not sure what's the name of this plant. I think it's like giraffe plant, I'm not sure. So it lost all its leaves in the winter time, and I do remember that I read somewhere that it's gonna lose all his leaves, but then they are all gonna grow back. So check it out, all this new beautiful growth. I'm really happy that I didn't throw it away. It was just some sticks for most of the winter. Yeah, here I have some more cute succulents. On this shelfie, this is another piece of furniture that I have built a few years ago, and then it was perfect for this space. Here I have more cute succulents. This one is one of my favorite, the bear paw. I really love it. It has grown so much. And this cute, not sure what his name is, that I really love, that my hubby got me a few years ago. Here I have what used to be my calathea. I need to get to it. And this is the stem from the Dieffenbachia that I left in soil. Hopefully will push out new growth soon. Nothing new for now. Some more succulents, and I want to show you another area. So here is the area I've been totally neglecting the whole winter. So this is a deck that also I have built when we just moved to this apartment. It was like a space with soil where you can plant some greenery, but I didn't really want to plant, plants in the same space. So I decided to build this deck from like leftovers I've had. Here I have another really cute succulent that started to bloom last week. So beautiful. Smells amazing too. Okay, and to this area over here, when I have mostly cactus, and I have this beautiful one that also started to bloom last week, and as you can see, some of the flowers have already opened. So beautiful. So I've been really neglecting all these plants in this area for the whole winter, and they still look so happy. And the one at the end has this one has also bloomed, but I think the flower is gone, or maybe there's another one that's gonna come. I'm not sure. I hope you can see it, but I'll share a photo with you with this cute. For this one, it's the first time blooming, so exciting. I have also this cactus that has been blooming all year round. So all these plants enjoy this sunny space and have been really happy here. Check out another bloom from this succulent. So cute. I love this space so much. I kind of need to go back to caring for it since it's starting to be pretty high temperatures and a lot of sunshine here. This succulent is also in blooms. So cute and so exciting. Love it. Gonna give you another look of this space, and this is the Hoya carrii that I have been growing for a few years. I'm kind of waiting for it to wake up from winter and start pushing out new leaves and new blooms. Her blooms are so sticky and pretty annoying, but I don't really like cutting them off. So here I have like a space from all my cover pots that I'm not using right now. Here I have some more plants, some open shelves on the potting station. I have this cute ficus here also, some more cute small succulents here, and have some closed space and that I've built especially for like soil and some saucers and like more stuff that I don't really want to see every day. So yeah. Okay guys, so we're back inside. It was so challenging for me to film on the balcony because every time I try to film on the balcony there's always some kind of noise, like the gardener is outside or my neighbor that has been doing some renovations that, you know, it feels like for years, but we did it. I hope you enjoyed the balcony tour. It's a really like special space for me, and I really, especially at this time of the year, I really enjoy it. I love doing some plant care there and just hang with my family. So back in this area where we started this video. So this is a green wall that I have been caring for a few years. Here I also have the furniture that I have built, the shelves that I showed you already on the balcony. I have them here. Also, I know I promised a DIY of this shelf, and I'm definitely gonna do it at some point. So the shelves I've designed especially for putting plants on them, since I don't really want any plants to tip over when they get heavy on top. I added this cute bar that holds all the plants in their spot. I have some plants that would definitely have fallen already, like the pothos I have that I have been growing in water that has the longest vines, and it doesn't always have like a lot of water in its vase, like now that it's kind of time to take it off the shelf and like wash it and clean the vessel. So if I didn't have the bar, I would definitely have a few plants on the floor already. So that's really great. And the TV stand I have also built, I believe like a year and a half or 2 years ago, that I have been really enjoying. This one was one of the biggest projects I have ever done. And I believe it looks so beautiful with all the plants here. So let's talk a little about the plants. You know what, I'm gonna just continue talking about the pothos because it's definitely one of my favorite plants to grow. So I have been growing these pothos in water for about a year and a half. It started with some pretty short vines, and I decided to move the pothos from soil to water because I was kind of having trouble growing pothos in soil. The vines would always look sad, although I would water them. I tried to water them on time, but still they would look kind of sad. So I decided to move it to water, and since it has been just really magical, the vines have been pushing new leaves constantly all year long, and I just really love watching the journey of these beautiful pothos filling out this beautiful green space. The roots are totally crazy in that vase, and this is definitely one of my favorite plants to grow ever. In like every space you have with some bright indirect light, it's definitely a really great choice because you get to see like the journey of it. It's pushing new leaf constantly, and that's something that I believe every plant parent will enjoy so much. I have a few syngoniums that I grow in this area. I have this one in a moss bowl that has been pretty happy also. Syngoniums, also really easy plants to grow. This one, this is the same variety. This one I've had in water for a while, then I moved it to leca and it just wasn't happy in leca. Then I decided to move it to soil, and it has been pretty happy since. I have this cute, like the one I showed you in bedroom. Here it gets a little less light, so it has kind of a more like yellowish variegation, but this one is also the one I used to call a mojito, but this is a elbow, I guess. I have been growing it in water. It also needs some love to change the water and clean the vessel. I have another pothos here. This one I tried to grow in a pretty low light conditions, and it was so miserable. Just check out the older leaves. They all have some like dark spots on them, and it wasn't really growing. It was just like there and being miserable most of the time. Now check out the new leaves. It started to push out like this one. You can obviously see the difference between leaves in low light conditions and leaves in bright indirect light. Check out this big beautiful leaf. So that's why I'm always telling you that you better grow your pothos in bright indirect light, because it's definitely going to be much happier than in low light. Okay, I have here my philodendron, heartleaf philodendron that feels like needs some waterings. It's also a really beautiful plant, but if you compare it to the pothos, it's kind of harder to care for. And it also is a pretty slow grower, so if you want a plant that will fill out your space in no time, then definitely go for pothos. Okay, so I have here a cutting from the hardleaf philodendron that has grown really beautiful roots, as you can see. That makes me so happy. I know I have this one leaf in there. That's not the best idea to keep a leaf in water because it's just gonna rot, but it has been pretty happy, and the roots look so beautiful. Okay, I also have here a spider baby that the spider plant that I showed you in our bedroom. This is the baby I took from it. It does need also some cleaning and some more water, but it is pretty happy here with the light it gets. Some beautiful roots. Does need more water, but I really love the look. I was kind of thinking of changing from a spider plant cutting to a begonia cutting, because I just got my begonia like I believe 3 months ago, my begonia maculata, and I have been so in love with it. I have one over here. It gets some morning sunlight, some direct sunlight, and it looks so beautiful in the sunlight. The back of the leaves are so shiny and beautiful. It has grown 2 new beautiful leaves that makes me so happy. And I'm kind of just still figuring it out. So I was thinking of adding a cutting from the plant that I have on the balcony, the begonia I have there over here. I think it will look so beautiful, so let me know what you think about that. Here I have my Rhaphidophora that I really love. I just love this combo here of the Rhaphidophora, the begonia, and my bird of paradise. It's so beautiful when the sunlight is inside. It's totally my favorite plant combo. I just can't help myself. I have like hundreds of pictures of this area because every time I wake up and the sun is inside with the sun catchers here, like this one that I've DIY'd, and the beautiful disco balls I have here, it's just so magical. I just can't help but take more and more pictures of this space. So the Rhaphidophora is a pretty quick grower. It's a pretty easy plant. I really recommend it to someone who's just starting out, even to a more experienced plant parent that just wants, like me, enjoys plants that are low maintenance. And this one is a great one. I'm really excited about the Rhaphidophora also filling out this space. As you can see, she has already some really long vines that I believe I'm gonna direct over there. I'm not sure yet, but this is definitely one of my favorite plants to grow. The bad news is that I've already seen some thrips on a few plants. So I'm starting thrips and mealybugs. Okay, welcome spring. That's so annoying. So I've already started treating them and started taking all of them more frequently to shower. I have seen a few on the Rhaphidophora, which is so annoying. So another plant I really enjoy growing in this area is my beautiful bird of paradise that I have been growing on the balcony for like a year and a half, and then decided to bring it inside. She has this new growth that is kind of stuck. I did try to help it with a damp cloth, but it's still kind of stuck. I'm not sure if it's because it doesn't get enough light here. It does have some bright indirect light for the whole day and some sunshine in the morning. I'm not sure what the reason is, but I'm gonna give it some more time, and if it's not gonna be happy here, I believe it's gonna go back to the balcony, and I'm gonna find something else to put in this area, although I really enjoy this look. Again, with when the sunlight is inside, it's like truly magical. Here I have a plant that I've got not long ago. I believe it's a crimson princess. Here I've had the Hoya that was infected with mealybugs that I've shared the story before. So I kind of read about her being a slow grower, but I do already see some new beautiful growth and some pinkish beautiful flowers. So I'm really happy I got her. I love growing Hoyas. They are definitely one of my favorite plants, and this one looks pretty happy here. I might take a cutting just because I want another one of these beautiful plants. We'll see, but I feel like I really enjoy the space she's in, and she's getting some direct sunlight in the morning, which makes her pretty happy. Here I have my big monstera that I have showed you before, that I just repotted in the video of big plants spring preparation. I kind of try to center her because she's like leaning towards one side, but I only have one, I don't really have another moss pole to help her, like to give her more support, and the one I have doesn't really support all of this big monstera, so I definitely need to get another moss pole. I think she's gonna need 2 of them. Moving on to this area, here I have my Caratea rattlesnake that I got not long ago. I got it when I bought it when I got the Begonia maculata, and it looks pretty great. I think from all the calatheas, the rattlesnake is one of the easiest ones to care for. It does already have some like browning on her leaves, but she looks pretty beautiful. I just really can't say no to these beautiful plants when I go plant shopping, although I know they're not gonna live for long. But I really enjoy this beauty. I have been giving her, oh, I also see new growth. That's really makes me really happy. Check it out. I haven't seen it before. 2 new leaves, maybe even more. No, that's it for now. So I have been, in my last video, I moved my grow light that used to live here next to the bird of paradise, but I moved it over there. So I have been giving, and basically all the plants around the grow light, I've been giving some extra love. So maybe that's why she's pushing out 2 new leaves, because this is totally new for me. I really love the grow light. I really love that it's flexible. Okay, let me move you to that area. I'm gonna give you a closer look of the grow light. Okay, so I've been using this grow light for all the plants in this area. What I really love about this grow light is that it's flexible and you can move it in seconds. Since all these plants get bright indirect light from the big window, east-facing window, I don't really give the plants here the grow light for like the whole day. I give it a few hours for each plant. So I usually start with Calathea, then I give some love to the Gleonema. I can always move it over here for the pothos. I also have been giving it some extra love to this cute cutting. This one is, by the way, from the same Hoya that I just recently said goodbye. It also has been mealybugs free for some time, and sometimes I even try and give some extra love
to the fern here and the sansevieria. So in that area I have a few more plants like the monstera and other pothos, some ZZ plants in water, and that's it. So I really hope you enjoyed this video as well as I did. Let me know in comments what was your favorite plant and what space did you like the most from the 3 I showed you today. If you're into watching another video, check out the video I uploaded last week, the spring preparations with my bigger plants, where I repot some of them, take some cute cuttings, and as always give you some great tips on how to care for them and keep them happy. If you're not following me on Instagram and you want some daily plant inspiration, check out the link I'm gonna add in the description below. So I guess this is it. If you haven't subscribed to my channel yet, hit that subscribe button not to miss more videos like this. And yeah, thank you so much for being here. I really appreciate it, and I really hope to see you in my next video.